Welcome back to EastValleyTribune.com and Varsity Xtra, racing through our 2013 football previews. On the docket, Marcos de Niza, one of the better programs in what was once 5A2, and even when it transitioned into Division II a couple years ago. They have consistently been a playoff team and even a deep playoff team. 11-2 last season, lost to eventual champion Ironwood Ridge for a second time in the season in the playoffs after a terrific game against Chaparral the week before in the playoffs. Lost to Ironwood Ridge. This program under Roy Lopez has been really good for several years, constantly a stream of athletes. They've gone to the championship game once back when Ramon Abreu was a standout, among others, for that team and lost to Chaparral. They get close, they can't quite get over the hump. Can they get over the hump this time?
I don't think this is the year for them. They just lost too many guys. If they were going to do it, last year was really the year with Maurice Lee and Paul Elvira, Priest Willis. Those guys graduated, and then kind of surprisingly, Dominique Fenstermacher left. He's a star defensive back, went to Mountain Point. Cameron Johnson left. He went to Tempe. So Josh Eckley's back, and the defense should be pretty good again. But there's a lot of questions on offense as to who's he going to throw the ball to, who's going to run besides Josh Eckley. It's him, and then a lot of question marks. So I think it's too tough this year for them to do it.
Taking a quick look at their schedule is actually, I think, kind of an upgrade from what it's been the last couple of years during the regular season. Start with Horizon. They've got Chaparral. Cesar Chavez is kind of an interesting game. South Point Catholic is going to be really good. They've got Saguaro, and that's going to be very interesting actually in Week 10. And there's Campo Verde and Post and Butte in there as well, among others. Mesquite as well. I think that Chaparral game is going to be very interesting, and I'm very curious about the Saguaro game at the end of the season because I think that could really swing in terms of their place in the power rankings from one to another. I kind of see this as a 7-3 team. I think Chaparral is going to be much improved, and I think that's going to cause some problems early in the season. Marcos has had all kinds of problems winning in Tucson against anybody the last couple of years, and I'm not so sure that they can pull off the win against Saguaro in Week 10, but I think that one is going to be interesting. I kind of see this as a 7-3 team. Again, I think they are a playoff team. Josh Eckley's a pretty good dual threat at quarterback. We saw some of the things he could do last year. But there is always something about, whether it's defense or discipline, there's always something that just nags a little bit at you. A little bit of me anyway when it comes to Marcos. And I think they're a playoff team. I'm not convinced they're going to be a deep playoff team.
Yeah, I think 7-3 is about right with the tough games against Chaparral, South Point, and Saguaro. Could they win one of those games? Especially the Saguaro game. They have a lot more players in Saguaro, and they're deeper. So that's one of them they can win. I don't think they'll beat Chaparral or South Point. So I say 7-3. If they can go 8-2, that's a good season for them, considering what they lost.
Yeah, I agree, and we both agree on 7-3. So we got to do some fixing with that. We can't be agreeing like this.